Just a quick couple of, well, more than a couple of moves for beginners back. So if you want to add these onto a warm-up, you can. That's the best way, and then do the cool down at the end after we've done. Okay, so we're going to start off. Hopefully you've done your warm-up and you've rolled down. We're going to find ourselves on all fours. Okay, we're just going to do a quick cat and cow just to make sure we're in the right position. So make sure your wrists are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips, and you're about a fist width between your knees. Okay, those knees aren't knocking together. So quick cat and cow first. So we just push the spine up towards the ceiling. Nice big stretch there through the back, separating the shoulder blades. And we release that and go the other way. So now the head goes up, bum sticks right out. You're creating that dip there in the lower back. Nice deep breaths here. And then from here, we just lift that back up so that we find that halfway point somewhere between the two, where the back is nice and flat. Keep looking between the hands, okay? Just make sure you're not up with the head or down, you're somewhere between the two. So you're trying to keep a long line through the spine. So tummy is held in. So imagine that belt is done up, and we're just going to move one leg back. We're stretching it back, bringing it back in, switch the other side, lengthen and back in. So here, we're not trying to get height with the leg. Okay, we're focusing on stretching that leg out behind us, lengthening it. Not worried too much about the height. If you want to go to here with the leg, that's fine. We're just keeping that leg, and we're trying to keep the pelvis nice and still when we shift from one leg to the other. Okay, so keep the tummy held in. Imagine you've a tray on your back with drinks sitting on it, and you don't want to spill those drinks. We're staying as level as we can through the spine. So you can stay here doing this with just the legs, or you can have a go and add the arms. So opposite arm to opposite leg, lengthens, comes back in, switch the other side, lengthen and back in. So this is a good exercise for the back, for the glutes. We're trying to lengthen through the arm, through that leg. We're holding the tummy muscles in, still looking between the hands. So nice breath out as you stretch out, and then bring that breath back in as you lower everything back down to the floor. We're going to go one more each side. And lower. From here, we're going to just sit back onto those heels, stretch our fingers forward. Important when we do our stretches, just to get some nice deep breaths going. So we take a breath in through the nose, and then a breath out through the mouth, relaxing a little bit more into the stretch. One more of those, so breath in through the nose, and then out through the mouth. And release. Okay, we're going to come over onto our side. Okay, for a bit of side kick. So when we do our side kick, it's more about the balance rather than working on the hip. Okay, so we're going to create a nice straight line here from the feet, the hip and the shoulder. We have our tummy muscles held in again. We're going to lift the top leg up to hip height. Take a breath in, and then as you breathe out, bring the bottom leg up to meet it. We're trying to balance here, so we try and take the hand away from the floor if you can. But if it's too much, use that hand here, or even use the fingers just to kind of get the body used to balancing there. We're going to hold ourselves up here, nice and strong through the legs. So in through the nose with the mouth, in through the nose, and then out through the mouth with the breath. So focusing on keeping nice strong legs, focusing on balancing. So lots of muscles working here through the tummy, through the back, and of course those hips work a little bit as well to keep the legs up. Okay, we're going to take a breath in, and then as we breathe out, we're going to glide the top leg forward. So just a gentle kick, and then bring it back in. Forward with a kick, and back in. So the idea here is not necessarily to get the kick as big as you can and lose your balance. The idea is to keep the balance, so you're holding the position, holding the tummy muscles in, and you are working on increasing the level of the kick, because once you start kicking, you're making yourself unbalanced, and your body has to work a little bit harder to keep everything under control. So it should be just that top leg moving, nothing else moving. Okay, so the idea is not to put the hand on the floor here. We're just controlling the body as we kick. Breath in and out. So just don't get too hung up about the breathing. Just do what you can. Make sure you're getting the position correct with a straight line in the body. Breath out as we kick out, in as we get that leg back in. So make the kick smaller if you need to, if you find you're wobbling a little bit. We're going to go 2 more. Last one. Legs back together and lower. Hug in the knees. We'll give ourselves a nice stretch there in the hip. And then we're going to grab a cushion and place our head down, okay? I'm going to do mine. Okay, so grab a pillow, a cushion, something to place your head down, okay? Just to make sure that your head and all your spine is in a nice line with each other, okay? So 2 arms are going to go out in front of us. And we're going to get that top arm in a nice straight line up, and then reaching back in a straight line, and then close it back down. So the important things to remember here is keep the pelvis facing forward, okay? As you reach back, we don't want the pelvis rocking back like this, okay? And our legs end up coming off the floor. We're just reaching back and then closing it back down. So as you reach back, we're trying to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Get as much movement as we can in the shoulders. Maybe you can feel it a little bit in the front of the chest here, in those pec muscles. They get really tight if you're sitting in at your desk all day. We need to just open them out. That's it. Stretch back. We're going to go 2 more. Next one's the last one, but we're going to hold the arm back. So I want you to hold that arm back and don't force it, just let gravity take the arm. Nice deep breaths. We can feel that stretch here, the front of the chest and those pec muscles. Opening up that chest a little bit more. 3, 2, 1, and lower. Okay, from here we're going to come over onto our tummy. We're going to do a bit of double leg kick, okay? So, roll back over. To get into this one, so if you want to leave your cushion here for your head, you can. Otherwise, you're going to place your head down. We're going to bring our 2 hands behind the back. We're going to lattice those fingers together and place them in our lower back, okay? Right, so we're going to do 2 kicks here with the legs. So we do 1, 2, and then on the third we're going to lift the chest. As you lift the chest, you're pushing your hands down towards your feet, and then we lower everything back down. Bring the hands back to the center of the back. So 2 kicks, 1, 2, and then we lift with a breath out, and then lower on a breath in and bring the hands back to the center. And breath out. We're trying to squeeze those shoulder blades together. Hands moving down the back, down towards your feet, and then back up towards the center of the back. 2 kicks and squeeze. 2 kicks and squeeze. Breath out. So try and open up that chest. Lift up nice and high. Of course, keep it low if you need to. If you're finding it too much of a struggle, just go, keep it low. We're going to go 2 more. And last one. And gently lower back down. Okay, let's sit back on our heels. From here, give that back a nice stretch there. Stretch it out. Okay, from here we're going to go over onto our other side. I'm going to bring my cushions with me. So, rest the head on the arm. Make sure that arm is straight out towards the top of your mat. Okay, nice straight line between the feet, the hip and the shoulder. Tummy is held in, top leg up to hip height. Bottom leg comes up to meet it. And then once you have your balance, try and take the hand away from the floor and get some nice deep breathing going on. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep those legs up nice and strong. Get to keep the breathing going. So we're really working on that balance, working on those core muscles through the tummy, through the back, all the way around the waist, and that big belt that wraps around us. We're going to take a breath in to get ready, and then as we breathe out, let's start guiding the leg forward, and then guiding it back in. Forward, and back in. So just gentle kick to start with. So just maybe a little bit of movement through the leg, and the rest of the body staying still. And then as you increase in confidence, maybe kick the leg a little bit further forward. Trying to keep everything under control. Nice breath out. And keep it small if you need to. We're controlling everything. Tummy muscles are still held in. That's it, keep it with the breath. Breath out and in. Out and in. Last 2. Last 1. Hands back together and one. Hold on. Okay, let's grab our cushion. Head goes down. We do our arm openings. So nice and comfy here. Keep your knees bent up so we're not relying on anything for balance. 2 arms out in front of us, and that top arm comes back in a straight line. And close it back down. Sorry, just adjust my mic in case I'm muffling. So straight line back and close. Opening up the chest a little bit more each time. Hips are staying forward. A little bit further back now. Try and reach as the muscles start getting a bit warmer. We're able to go a bit further back. And last 2. Last 1. Let's reach that arm right back. We're going to hold it here and just let gravity take it. Take some deep breaths into it. Get rid of some of that tension. 3, 2, 1, and lower. Okay, from here we're coming onto our backs. We're going into a bit of shoulder bridge. So just make sure your feet nice and close into the back side there. Back is nice and level with the mat. Arms are relaxed down by our sides. And then from here, just push that lower back into the floor. We're tilting the pelvis and peeling the back up off the mat. And then dropping it back down slowly, the same way it went up. So your backside is the first thing to come up. And then it's the last thing to fall down. So start off with the upper back, coming down, reaching the floor, and then all the way. Nice deep breath. So we have a go at the breathing. So breath in on the floor, out to lift. Breath in once those hips get up. Breath out to lower. Breath in on the floor, and out to lift. Just gently doing it. Hopefully you're getting a nice stretch going on there in that lower back. Not pushing into the feet too much. Let's go 2 more of these. Stretching through the lower back. Last one. And lower. Okay, we're going to add the legs into this. So from here, I want you to straighten out one leg. Keep the other foot nice and grounded on the floor. We're going to be lifting up our backside up off the mat, okay? So I want you to hold the tummy muscles in, and then as you breathe out, you're lifting your bum up, but this leg comes up as well, but only as high as the other leg, and then lower everything back down. We're going to stay on the same side. We lift and gently lower. So our bum is coming off the floor, that straight leg is coming up, but only parallel with the other thigh. Nice one this for working on the pelvis area. And of course the back is working too. Lots of muscles working here. Hamstring is working to push you up off the floor on this leg as well. Gently does it, not too fast. Let's go 2 more on this leg. Last one. And gently lower. We're going to switch over the legs. So one leg comes in, the other leg goes out. Do the same on this side. So keep the tummy held in. Nice breath out as we lift. Breath in as we lower. We don't want that leg going up too high. And 2 more. Last one. And lower. We can straighten out the 2 legs. Bring our arms up over the head. So give ourselves a big stretch out. Nice deep breaths. And release. So from here, if you want to do the abs, you can. If you want to go into one of the hip moves, you can on YouTube. But just make sure you do the cool down once you're done. Hope to see you soon. Bye.